Halloween is more than just a throwaway Hallmark holiday. The business of Halloween is reflected in the top-grossing movies and is becoming a business in its own right. In fact, you'd be hard-pressed to find a major city in America that doesn't have a year-round ghost tour. At least one. And fanatics don't have to wait until October to buy, purchase, and sell spooky art. They can get it year-round. Founder of the Halloween art exhibit, Scott Jackson got his start creating for music groups such as Pink Floyd, Kiss, and Megadeth.
By the time I reached California, I was very fortunate to not only work at a record shop as a manager, but I ended up hooking up a gig with a comic book company that did comics about famous rock bands, and that would be a 5-year kind of love-hate affair that led into actually working for some of the bands that I talked about.
But now Scott is back in Chicago, helping gain notoriety for his fellow Halloween-loving artists.
We have about 60 artists so far, and there's still more trickling in as we get closer to Halloween.
We have, everything from extremely detailed oil paintings to abstract, completely abstract art, and all points in between. Sculpture, we've had a mechanized thing one year that was just insane. If you like art and if you like Halloween, you look no further.
Pretty much what we look for is something has to be Halloween themed, either by the theme itself, the subject matter within the work, or by title. A lot of pieces in the show are diverse. We have sculpture, we've got digital art, we've got paintings, everything, what have you. Comic book art, photographs. There's a wide spectrum. We want to embrace all forms of Halloween art.
What we intend to do is give the Ghost Conference something to match visually, as well as all the speaking and the talking and the speculating. I think it's a wonderful part of their history to be involved in their first annual anything. So that's why we're happy to be with it.
In addition to running the event, Scott, Chrystyne, and Chad are artists as well.
The first one I had in was called Looking for Linus, and it's an image of a jack-o'-lantern, and the stem has grown up and out into arms and legs, and it's in a moonlit pumpkin patch, and it's coming at the camera, or coming at the viewer, and it's not something you'd want to meet. And it was inspired by a Dean Koontz story called The Black Pumpkin. This kid tortured by his older siblings. They're at a pumpkin patch. He picks out a black pumpkin and takes it home, and it comes to life and wipes out his family. And the description of it in his doorway, and the stem had grown out into the arms and claws and everything, and that was just such a striking image, I had to paint it. And very shortly after I did that was when I heard about the art exhibit, so it was just a perfect fit. And that started a series, and people really reacted strongly to that piece. They just loved it, especially when they found out the title, which, for those that haven't already picked up on it, is a reference to It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. So the following year, I did another couple of pumpkin-themed, jack-o'-lantern-themed paintings, and it's just become a whole sideline thing.
Ever since I was young, been interested in Halloween. I've always been sketching, doodling. One of my influences, of course, is comic books and dark art like Spawn back in the day, and I come from a family, they embraced Halloween. I actually learned to read from silent films like Jekyll and Hyde and Phantom of the Opera, The Siren. It's actually going to be in the show this year. I do more erotic type pieces mixed with Halloween. And then I made a piece specifically for the show last year that was called Into the Night, and it was a self-portrait of me as a Batgirl, a Batwoman.
We try to fashion a special collector's poster for every year that people now save and steal and rip off when we put them up. That helps. All these little things, from the postcards to people just talking to each other to going to these conventions like this one here at the Ghost Conference, spreads word that there's something like this that exists for creative people to get involved in. And that's what we would like you to do. If you are creative or you have ideas or you're thinking about it, go to HalloweenArtExhibit.com and check it out. It's gone from basically places that I should never have put the exhibit, or even not supposed to have put the exhibit, into your gallery type settings, in hallways, wherever we could have it, until finally in the past couple of years, by making sales, which are actually increasing every year, that our vision of having a real, you know, fine artsy arts gallery take respect of us and give us our kudos and say, you know what, we want this. And that is exactly what is happening. So I'm very proud to say that with the help of my friends and the Halloween art community, that now the Halloween art exhibit is in its 9th year and hosts over 60 artist members from around the country. I'm actually quite in awe of that actually being reality.
The exhibit isn't just about the art. There's also a lesson here.
The original meaning of Halloween, the lines are becoming blurred. I mean, so many people associate Universal Monsters with Halloween, which is because it's become, like, cinema has become integrated with the holiday, but, you know, being able to eventually tell people about, you know, how it originated, it's a good feeling, because just to have little kids, especially at the Children's Interactive, we're going to touch upon where the term trick-or-treat came from, and to have children, you know, when one kid learns it, you know, they're going to tell their friends and their parents, so hopefully it'll spread like wildfire.
You're going to find out information about the exhibit at the conference. There'll be the directors and myself will be there to talk to you and meet you and show you some of the artworks that we have at the actual live exhibit. But yeah, this is just a mini version of it, and the actual real deal is at the Mars Gallery location.
This is our 9th year, and I hope that a lot of people from the Ghost Conference will enjoy what we have to offer, and they're looking to submit for our 10-year to start working on stuff early, because we really want to make it count.
If you're an artist and you're watching this and you do Halloween art, it's probably too late for this year, but 2008, HalloweenArtExhibit.com.
That people from all over the country and beyond are submitting and participating in the annual Halloween art exhibit. It does more than let us know it's okay. It means that what we're doing is the right thing. You know, Halloween, it's not just for breakfast anymore.
The event runs through Halloween and ends with a closing reception featuring live music. Again, don't forget to check out HalloweenArtExhibit.com and MarsGallery.com.